What's up, folks? Vic's world famous chicken in the cooler. I am Derek Vic coming to you on this Super Sunday with a little surf and turf. We're gonna do some steak. We're gonna do some bacon wrapped shrimp and some bacon wrapped scallops, along to go with a ribeye and a wagyu, or however you want to center cut fillet. Gonna use that Oscar Mayer center cut bacon because it's kind of thin, so that bacon can get crisp on that scallop and on that shrimp. First things first, on this Super Sunday, we're going to take that bacon, we're going to start it in the oven at about 420 degrees for about 10 minutes to get about halfway done so it can still be molded around the shrimp and the scallops. And then we're going to fire up that pit, get that steak out there, medium rare, get that shrimp and that scallop with the charcoal lines on it with that crispy bacon. Then we're gonna make a little special sauce for that shrimp and scallops. Little lemon, little lime, and we're gonna have a great time on this Super Sunday. Quick and easy, under an hour, you can finish this meal if you are ready and prepared. Let's get started. Let's preheat that oven, 400 degrees. I like to put aluminum foil down on my pan so you don't have to get all that bacon grease out of there. Just scoop it off that aluminum foil. Little center cut bacon. I don't know, some of you guys just put the scallop right there on the shrimp, since it is kind of thin, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little heat first. And anytime in the morning, if you guys need to cook bacon, this is the best way. Throw it in the oven. You still got time to do other things while that bacon is cooking, just in case you don't want to get popped by the skillet. Into the oven. While that bacon is in the oven doing its thing, we're gonna prep that shrimp, season that steak, and light the pit. Usually I would use a Traeger, but today I'm using the old charcoal method. Nothing better than the kiss of fire on a steak or on shrimp and scallops. But in the cooler, first thing you must do is wash your meat and shrimp. I see some of y'all out there still not washing your meat. Look at that wagyu center cut. That wagyu center cut. Now, when I say wash your meat, I don't mean with no soap. Just give it a good rinse, get the extra blood off there. or whoever was prepping it, you don't know what they was doing. They might have been picking their nose, anything. Come on, man. Wash your meat. There's that ribeye, that filet. And I'm going to go simple on these today. You know, usually I do something special, just salt and pepper garlic blend today on these steaks. That way you can get the real taste of that meat. Now, on the shrimp and scallops, I'm going to do a little different. Not too much because that bacon is already kind of salty. So you don't want to over salt it, you know? So there you go, folks. A little salt, pepper, garlic. And, you know, buy Kinders. You know I love Kinders. Kinders, if you're watching, I love your seasoning. Help me out. All right. Now, we got those steaks seasoned. Let those sit. What are we thinking on the shrimp and scallops? I'm thinking a little spicy. So I'm going to do some, on them shrimp, a little Tony Chachere's. I'm going to get Tony in there. If I can find it. There you go. A little Tony Chachere's on those shrimp. And on those scallops, they're all a little sweet already. I'm going to do some garlic salt on those scallops. Garlic salt and a little black pepper. Table ground black pepper. Oh yeah. Same thing with those shrimp. You gotta wash it. Yeah, I know. They came out of the ocean, but somebody processed them. Somebody processed them. Smell those scallops. Shrimps. You know, I see people online all the time. Saw that lady washing hamburger meat with soap. Man, y'all gotta stop the nonsense. How you gonna wash the ground meat with soap? This is already shelled, deveined shrimp. You know, a lot of times I like to do the shrimp and leave the tail on there still. The ones I saw today at the store just didn't really, these look the best. Peeping on the bacon, doing good work. When there's not that many of you guys here, so it's just me and my wife going to be eating shrimp, scallops, steak, so you don't have to get a lot. So I just got about a pound of shrimp, half a pound of scallops. The thing I waste the most when I'm cooking is paper towels. So there is that. So the Zatarain's Creole on the shrimp, a little spice, got me again. Just a little bit. Then oh shit. A little light garlic salt. Like I said, you don't want it too salty because that bacon is already pretty salty. With a little hint of scallops. Scallops is kind of sweet. And then the shrimp, you just mix up like that. Everything is seasoned. Put that to the side. Collect my 1,400 paper towels. Put them in a pile. And don't forget to kiss those scallops with a little black pepper. Like so. Damn. Woo. Got me. While we're letting that wait, let me get my butter ready. Going to get a little butter. European style butter with Himalayan pink salt. Himalayan pink salt. Soften that a little bit. Okay, soften that butter up some. Add a little Kinder's butter, garlic herb. And this is where I'm going to throw you guys off. So you got this butter, and I hit it with a little buttery garlic herb. And then to give it a little zwang, I'm going to hit it with a little Dijon mustard. Not much, just a little. Dijon. Give it a little zwang. All right, now, as we wait on I've got the sauce to paint on. Shrimp season, steak season is resting. The bacon is doing what it needs to do before it gets wrapped on these scallops and this shrimp. Let's keep it going. We're gonna step upside and fire up the pit, folks. I've got 3 different types of charcoal on here. I got Match Light, I've got B&B charcoal, and I got a little Kingsford Signature Mesquite. Using little tumbleweeds to get this started. We got that fire pit going outside. So let's step back inside and wrap these shrimps and scallops with that super duper bacon. It's easy to do. You wrap it, you stick it with that toothpick, and you let it get ready for that kiss of the fire. Let's go. Okay, we ran out of bacon, so we had to improvise. So I got out my shish kebab sticks. So we got few bacon wrapped shrimps over there. You can see we got scallops. Ooh, I forgot a scallop over here, just by itself, trying to miss the fire. Oh, you going? You going on this skewer too? All right, folks. First, we're gonna put those steaks on, get them to medium rare. Then I'm gonna follow with the shish kebabs and the bacon wrapped scallops and shrimp, and we're gonna get this party started. And I'm gonna kiss it with that butter Dijon spread, and man, we're gonna eat good this Sunday. Let's go.
I don't know where I go. I can't control. I can't control with the booty. Rachel, you getting some gray hair? You getting old? Are you getting old, honey?
Looks like those steaks almost done at medium. Scallops as well, bacon looking nice. Scallops got some burn marks on it. Look at that color of that steak. Ooh, I know that center is right. Steaks. Look at them steaks. Get these shrimps with this butter. Last little sear. Pull these rascals off. And it's dinner time. Get a little sear right quick. By the time I go in and get the plate for these, it'll be all done. Ooh, now that's a fire. Last sear on there. Yoop. Boop. Boop. Let's see. Ooh. like butter. Hardly any pressure. When you're going to reheat it, like we're going to do, because of let it rest. It's like butter, baby. Damn. It's like a dull ass knife.